On?
No, just videoing from now. We've got Stig in for his next mock test. His next mock test. Sorry, Rocco. Normally I'll do a mock test and a remedial lesson, but Rocco likes to see himself on YouTube, so he's going to do another mock test straight away. So, have you any questions before we start, Rocco?
No.
Just aim to drive smooth on this one. Okay.
Yep.
Tell me how you check your head restraint set correctly.
Make sure like the ball of your head's in the middle of like the restraint type of thing.
Go and reverse into that second beer on the left, see it?
Second beer on the left.
Where the camera's pointing into it. So which one are you going into?
Yeah.
Good stuff, right? Alright, Rocco, get this one past. And second one. The second one?
Oh, the second one. Yep.
Thank you, right, if we just turn right out of here.
That's check that. No way. Looks different on video though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Minor fault for the accuracy, Rocco. Very impressed with your observations. Good all-round observation throughout the manoeuvre. When you stayed in, you stuck your turn on the wheel, but then you made some more adjustments when you didn't really need to. It was coming in perfect, and you leave it later a bit to straighten up. And what happens is the back wheel's a little bit close to the white line. So I've given you a minor fault for the accuracy. We just turn right out of here.
Turn right. That's what an indicator.
At the end of the road, turn left. On the left. Start of independent drive. Drive to the end of the road, turn left.
Handbrake.
Put it on then. Hang on, put the handbrake on. So when he stops, your handbrake neutral cancel signal. You live sitting rolling down the road.
I know.
End of the road, turn left and follow signs for Darley. Rocco, what a plonker. When you stop, apply the parking brake, select neutral cancel signal. You put it in neutral cancel signal, don't put the parking brake on and let your car roll forward. I don't know. So minus fault number 2 for just letting the car roll forward for not putting the parking brake on. Silly fault that, Rocco. However, it looks like you've learned from that last mock test because this is much smoother than what you normally like. So well done, keep this up. Rocco, I've not marked this, but this roundabout, Darling, was right second exit. So can you see this exit on the left-hand side? As soon as you level now, you should be looking in the left door mirror. I know it's very rare you're going to get people cutting you up there, but you could. But you should have put the signal on as soon as you got past this junction. Now, what happens is you go right round the roundabout and signal off very late. Didn't affect any other road users, but if it did, then you could get a mighty fall for it. So once you get level with this junction, because there's no straight ahead, get that door mirror check in, get that signal on and drift it over to that left lane. First serious fault for Rocco. Rocco, how was this even possible? On the drive to the test centre, we talked about that skate wagon following too close as on your last mock test, which is quite off-putting. And what are you going to do with this wagon in front of us? Now, the wagon must be loaded because he's struggling to get up the bank, but you drive far too close to this wagon. You should have slowed down and kept the gap. I think you're doing about 24, 25 miles per hour. In the highway code states you should get no more than the overall stopping distance of 3 car lengths. Rocco, the video doesn't do it justice. You were really, really close. I don't think you were a car length away from it. So first serious fault, Rocco, for following the vehicle too closely. Actually, just out of curiosity, one of my pupils said his brother failed the other week just before he went back to university for the same thing, getting too close to a lorry in front. Ah, Rocco. Rocco, there's even a commercial on the radio doing its rounds at the minute saying don't be a space invader, and this is exactly what they mean. Rocco, it's all good up here. You're making good progress on this national speed limit road. I love your speed on approach at this roundabout. Good position as you go through the roundabout. Time of the mirror and signal when leaving. It's all good stuff, Rocco. Keep it up. Nice and smooth also. So you definitely learned from my last video. Minor fault number 3 for you, Rocco. You don't signal right at this roundabout. Now, if you didn't remember last week, you got a serious fault for not indicating right. But that was a very busy roundabout. Now, this is a light control roundabout, so it doesn't really matter so much. However, you still should be indicating right at the roundabout. Rocco, you go the wrong way here, but I'm not too fussed. If you look at this, we've done spiral roundabouts. Now, you know when it spirals out to the left, you're supposed to take up the left lane. What you do is you don't take up the left lane, you go around in the right lane, you realise that you're in the wrong lane, so what do? You just take the next exit off, done nothing wrong, done it all safely, apart from the indicators and leaving and signal right. So I wouldn't dwell on it. It's called the snowball effect we use learners. When you make them think you've made a serious fault, it just gets worse and worse and worse. So I would have just chilled your beans and just got on with it. Rocco, you've took this lane, this is the fourth exit, not a problem. But you said to me you'll have to go back round. Now, had you gone back round this roundabout, could have crossed them lanes, I would have given you a serious fault. This lane you're in now says you've got to leave at that exit. So you leave at the exit, all good. But whatever you do, do not go back round that roundabout, cutting across from the left lane, cutting over across them 3 lanes.
For the complete wrong way. Turn left. Can you pull up in a convenient place on the left? Driver when you feel ready. I know I went wrong there because we've been through it before.
Rocco, I like how you check your mirrors and pull up on left and park in between the driveways. You know what learners would do here, just block the driveways. However, when you pull up, you know when you look in mirrors and there's nothing following, there's nothing in front, you don't need a signal to pull up at the side of the road. However, the examiner won't mark it on the driving test, but have a look in your mirrors. I like my learners to be thinkers, not robots. Now, good all-round observation when moving off, and you're still beating yourself up about that last roundabout. Forget about it, man. You've done nothing wrong. But good stuff so far.
Follow the road ahead, it's the second exit.
Minor fault number 4 for you, Rocco. You can see the right's clear. You come up to lovely speed in second gear. You're doing about 13 miles per hour. Then for some strange reason you shove it into first gear and bring the clutch up and it jerks. So you should have just left it in second gear. It was clear to go. You should have just drove straight on the roundabout.
Can you pull up in a convenient place on the left? Thank you. Driver when you feel ready.
Rocco, I thought I was going to catch you out here with the junction on the right hand side, but you clocked it. Well done. You've also got a junction to the left. You also had the bus stop, so all you had to do was just clear them and just drop in a couple of car lengths past the bus stop, well in front of this junction in front of you. And will you stop putting it into first gear at 12, 13 miles an hour? Rocco, do you see the car in front of you? It's on its driving test. I bet they're bricking it. I like how you use your mirrors to pass it, so well done.
Can you follow the signs for Bishop Auckland?
Fifth minor fault for you, Rocco. Your signal's very late at the roundabout. What is it with you in signal right at roundabouts these days? The learner's favourite answer is, I don't know. All good at the last roundabout, Rocco. Took the first available gap, was quite busy. Good time with the mirrors and signal when leaving. I like how you come straight back to the left lane after the road works. That's all good, well done. And I like how you made good progress along this dual carriageway road.
Now follow the signs for Spenny Walk.
Minor fault number 6, Rocco. It's vindicating right again at roundabouts. You did leave it a bit late to move over. I don't mark it, but Rocco, when you know you've got to change lanes on the driving test, get it done as early as you can, as if it's safe to do so. Your signal moving into the right lane, the signal comes off. You told the van behind that you're moving, so that's all good. But as you went around the roundabout, the signal come off. You didn't reapply it. It's on your minor because there wasn't really any cars about, so it's lucky you.
Signs for town centre. Now I'll just direct you back from here.
Second series fall for the Rocco. Rocco, what are you doing here? The guy has not finished crossing and you're driving onto the zebra crossing. You've got to wait till they're reaching a position of safety. You're never going to get a driver's license if you're doing this type of trick on the pedestrian crossings. And believe it or not, this is a very common fault what learners do. I've seen lots of learners come to a crossing like this, and when they're halfway across, they decide to drive onto the crossing. You've got to wait till they reach a position of safety. I would be waiting till this guy stepped onto the pavement, because it's not a wide road. But this guy could have changed his mind and come back. I know he had his head down, but I've seen it happen. They suddenly stopped and decided to come back, and then you're trying to drive across the crossing. So, serious fault number 2, Rocco. A silly one to pick up. Serious fault number 3 for the Rocco. Oh, Rocco, you're killing me here. Right, you're not the first person to do this, and you definitely won't be the last. Now, this is a very, very common fault with these learner drivers. When you come to mini roundabouts on your driving test and the examiner doesn't give instruction, it means you go straight ahead. And guess what learners do? They never ever see them. Most of the time they miss them out. This is just a simple lack of scanning the road, looking down the left and right hand sides of the road. Rocco, the council have just stuck this roundabout in, but they've never put any signs up to warn you that there's a roundabout. Every learner I've had along here in the last weeks just drove straight through it. Unfortunately for you, you're on YouTube, so just a lack of scanning, Rocco. You didn't even slow down for the roundabout. You didn't even see it till you're probably on top of it. So, serious fault number 3, Rocco. But honestly, I can live with this stuff all day long. What I need you to do is just to learn from it.
The roundabout, turn left.
Rocco, you're lucky here. I feel quite a few pupils here. When you come to these mini roundabouts and you cannot see clearly to the right, you just roll up, roll in first gear, rise and brake, and then have a look, and then just go without stopping. What I've seen learners do up here is they've come up in second gear, a little bit on the fast side, and then all of a sudden a car comes quickly from the right. They don't have to give way to you, and they can see to their right that it's clear, and they'll drive straight onto the roundabout. You got away with this today, but when you come to these mini roundabouts and you can't see properly to the right, driving exams would expect you just to roll up, pop it into first, have a look, and if it's safe, off that brake, gas and go. This is better, Rocco. This is, you're showing a bit more spatial awareness, reading the road here. When you come round the bend, you can see all the parked cars, you can see the traffic lights up ahead, and you come off your gas pedal. This is better. Well done. Keep this up. This is good stuff.
At the end of the road, turn left. And then the next immediate right.
Minor fault number 7, Rocco. This is for undue hesitation. When you got into position, the van in front of you was turned left. You could have followed that van straight round, but you hesitate and just sit. A very common fault with learner drivers, this one, when turned right from major to minor, but it's just a minor.
place on the left. You driving when you're ready.
Minor fault number 8 for you, Rocco. You just park over this driveway. Yeah, I pulled you in before and you pulled in between the driveways. All you had to do was just go a car length further forward just before this silver car that's parked on the left. Think about it. You've been to work all day or at college, you come back and somebody's blocking your driveway. How would you feel? So it should have gone a bit another car length further forward. Minor fault number 9, Rocco. What happens is you go around this roundabout in third gear. In this car you need second. In your car you probably could have gotten around in third actually because it's a petrol. But this being a diesel, have different gear ratios. So there's a lot more power, a lot more torque in the gears. So really it should have been second gear. It splutters on as you go around. Doesn't look so bad on video, but it was been marked as a gear fault. Serious fault number 4 for Mr. Rocco. Rocco, you leave your signal on when moving off from the side of the road. Now you've got oncoming traffic, you've got pedestrians crossing the road in front of you, you've got traffic behind. You actually went to cancel it, but I don't know what you were doing because you just put it back on. You give it a good slap instead of just cancel it gently. It didn't stop on that long, but there was too much activity, too many pedestrians, cars behind, just confuzzling everybody. So when you stop, Rocco, park and brake neutral, cancel that signal. 10th minor fault, Rocco. You're approaching the roundabout at a good speed. You're in the correct gear, second gear. It's clear to go at the roundabout. You're doing about 12, 13 miles an hour, and then you shove it into first gear. Didn't need to do that. You should have just kept going, left it in second. Turn around to the right. Just pull up on the left over there. There you go.
Worst lesson.
You what? Rest your feet. Right, how do you think you're done?
Yeah? I think I went
done?
back over.
What?
I think I went back over.
Back over where?
Yeah? I've proved terrible easy.
Hmm?
You don't even need to tell us what I've done now. What you do?
How many serious faults do you think you've done?
4.
You're absolutely right. What were the 4? Could have been
leaving the indicator on, going the wrong way.
right.
I can't think of the others off the top of my head.
Right. First one, how is this even possible? You're driving up the road, you've got a wagon really close in front of you. Can you remember?
Yeah.
You were far too close to the wagon. What happened last week with the skip wagon driver?
Hmm?
Can you remember last week with the skip
Yeah.
following you too close?
Uh-huh.
So you come off the roundabout, you've got a wagon struggling to get up the hill, and you get far too close to it. At 20 miles an hour, what does the highway code say? What gap should you keep?
2 seconds.
At least 3 car lengths from the car at 20 miles an hour. You're about a car length, not even about a car length away from them. Not look as bad on video. Pedestrian crossing. Tell us about that one at Spenny.
The one where the one going around the corner?
Yeah, on the bend, there's a guy on the left, wasn't there, crossing the crossing? What is that?
I thought I'd done right. Oh, I think I'd done all right on that.
Did you?
I thought I stopped and let him go.
You did, but when did you start going again?
Once he was in the middle, like once he was past me. No, wait until he was on the other side.
So you've got to wait till they reach the position of safety. Where's the position of safety?
On the other side of the road.
Stepping onto the pavement. What could that guy have done?
Stopped.
Could have forgot some bit of shopping. I've seen that done before. Forgot some bit of shopping, just gone back. He was just over halfway and he drove onto the crossing.
Right.
You've got to wait till get on the pavement. How would you feel? I'm coming towards the crossing, you're on the crossing, and my learner's coming through.
Yeah.
Mini roundabout. Didn't even see it.
I know, I went straight over at Spennymoor, wasn't it?
Remember?
Yeah,
now that's
I
a
know
learner
exactly.
thing.
I know exactly.
Right.
I only thought so at 12. -3.
Right,
I wish I didn't even ask for a mock test today, you know.
the mini roundabout.
I feel like I
To be fair, there's no warning sign telling there's a roundabout up ahead, so the council have just plonked the roundabout in, there's no signs to warn you of it.
Okay.
However, when we approach you,
I went straight out of it.
you could see the white spot to the right.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But-
I know that was after the pedestrian crossing, wasn't it?
Yes, every
Yeah.
learner would do the same there.
Right.
And the other one was signalling left.
Left on. I thought I turned it off.
Well, you did, but then
And did I put it?
you slapped it so hard you put it back on again.
Also, oh yeah, no, because I think I put it right again, and then I went like that.
No, so
straight
what
around.
happened was you put it on for left.
Yeah.
Sorry, you went to cancel it. I don't know whether you put it on for right, but then you put it back on for left again. There was that the red van behind the post one, wasn't
I think so. Yeah, I remember.
there? And there was pedestrians, so that was a bit dodge. That's going to take some veteran. Have you any questions before I turn that off?
No.
You sure?
No.
Right, it's back to the drawing board with you.
Oh,